WB4 listening.
W8WKY.
WB4 Justin. Alright, repeater WB4 Harmon, the repeater or whatever, WB4
Good evening. This is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8 VZA. My personal is Eric. I'm going to be the logger for the pre-net, or for the beacon net, pre-net and net. And just want to put the call out there if anybody wants to get on the early list. to please go ahead and call now, and I ask that you give your call sign phonetically and alphabetically and your personal. Please call now.
See, I have to wait for it to drop on the link, so I never know if I make it in. But this is WBHGKB Whiskey Bravo 8 Golf Kilo Victor. And Wadsworth checking in.
WB8GKV, Ed and Wadsworth, I got you there, Ed. Any other station, please call now. This is KE8VZA, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha. I am the logger for the BeaconNet tonight, and we are approaching the bottom of the hour here, and I just want to know if there are any stations that would like to get in NetLogger on the early list. Go ahead and please call now, and I ask that you please give your call sign phonetically.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu, Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu, Chuck in Florida.
Alpha India 5, Quebec, AI 5Q, Jerris in Tulsa.
Okay, Jerris, I got you, AI5Q. Chuck, could you please repeat your call sign?
Okay, the call sign is Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu. Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Z, WB4IZ.
I copy Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu, WB4AIZ. Thanks, Chuck. I got it that time. Any other stations, please call now.
W8WKY.
Show me in it, by the way.
This is KE8VZA. I did not copy that last transmission. station calling, if you could please repeat.
Yeah, this is WB4AIZ. Mentioned in and out. Over.
WB4AIZ, this is KE8VZA. I do copy you will be in and out tonight. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate you checking in. Any other early check-ins? If you'd like to check in, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Kilo Alpha, Josh in Ellet, and Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, Lucy. Could you please check us in and out tonight? Eric, good to hear you, and thanks for doing the logging. KE8VKA, clear.
Thanks, Josh. I copy KE8VKA and KE8YUK, both in and out. 73 to both you and Lucy. Both you and Lucy. Appreciate you checking in.
KE8HNK, Elmer and Akron. I'll be in and out.
I'm sorry, you caught me off guard there. Could you repeat that call sign?
KE8HNK, Elmer and Akron. I'll be in and out.
KE8HNK, Elmer, got you on the list. Mark you in and out there. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike, November, Tango. Tom in Canton. I'll be in and out.
KA8MNT, Tom, got you on the list here. Appreciate you checking in. 73, got you in and out. Any other station, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor, Quebec X-Ray, Joe in Akron. I'll be in and out also. Eric, listening on the side probably though.
KE8VQX, got you on here, in and out. Appreciate the call. 73, hope you enjoy listening to the net. Any other stations? Go ahead and call now. We got a couple minutes left.
N8WHR, Mike in Brunswick, in and out.
N8WHR, got you there, Mike. Appreciate the check-in. We'll mark you as in and out.
Alpha Lima 8 Tango. Alpha Lima 8 Tango. Nate up in Kodiak.
Alpha Lima 8 Tango. I got you on the list here, Nate. Appreciate you checking in all the way from Kodiak. Any other check-ins? We got about another little less than a minute if you want to squeeze in there. Call now.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
CQ. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net. This is Mike, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a directed net, and all traffic needs to go through net control. Is there any priority or emergency traffic you can break in at any time? Let's just do a quick break. Okay, it looks like we don't have have any emergency or priority traffic, which is good. The net is on the following: the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater on 147.39 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node of 48496, and Echolink connection of Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Romeo. Okay, before we get going, we'll do the customary Mickey Mouse roll call. Go ahead, start up at the top. Let's go with Nick. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec. Kilo Oscar. Nick, are you there?
K8QKO, yes sir, Mike, I'm here, standing by for the start of the net. Good luck on the pre-show. I'll talk to you at 10 p.m. K8QKO.
Okay, that sounds good. You sound fine, Nick. I'm sure you're ready to go. Next is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. That is me. Next we have Eric, who's doing logging and trivia. Kilo Echo 8, VZA. Hello, Eric.
KE8QWE, this is KE8VZA. Good to hear you tonight, Mike. Yes, as you saw, I am logging and doing trivia tonight. Andy's a little under the weather. He will probably check in when you call on him, but he's, like I said, he's under the weather. So back to you, Mike.
Okay, Eric, that sounds good. I'm sure you will do a fantastic job. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8VZA. Let's see if Andy's there. AB8MO. Hello, Andy.
KE8QWE, this is AB8MO. Okay, boy, I don't know. You sound a little sleepy, or maybe you're under the weather. I don't know. You sound a little different. Or maybe I just need to get my ears cleaned out. Yeah, I was running a fever yesterday. I feel a little better today, but I'm going to take some NyQuil and try to sleep the rest of this off, and hopefully I'll be better tomorrow. So, could call me first thing on the net, so maybe I can answer a trivia question, but I'm definitely not going to make it through the rest of the net. So, thanks again, Eric, for picking me up, and apparently you've got a trivia question in store there, because I never heard anything from you. Back to pre-net control before I cough. KEQWE, this is AB8MO.
Okay, Andy, yeah, the reason I sound kind of funny, or I don't sound like myself, is I've been dealing with COVID for 3 weeks now. In fact, it's over 3 weeks. I'm still a little bit hoarse. I still have a little bit of a cough, but other than that, it seems to be getting worked out. I sure hope you don't have what I've had, my wife's had, my son-in-law had, and my daughter has had. It's just, it drags on. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with AB8MO. KD8 SLG. Hello, Nick. KD8 SLG.
KE8QWE, this is KD8SLG. Evening, Mike, and all the beacon medicines. I'm going to be one and done tonight, but wanted to be here for Mickey Mouse Roll Call. Everyone have a great night. 73, all y'all.
Okay, Nick, take care and have a great night. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo clearing with KD8 SLG. KD8 EPC, hello, Dustin.
QWE and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8 EPC. I am here, present, accounted for. I have no responsibilities whatsoever. I will try to stick around for the big show, but I won't make any promises. It was a really long day, and I am kind of tired. But keep me on the list there, and if we're here, we're here. If not, we're not. With that, KD8 EPC, back over to pre-net control.
W8WKY.
Okay, that sounds good. We will give you a holler if you're there. Great. If you're not, you're not. Okay, let's go through who we have right now. We have Whiskey Bravo 8, GKB Ed. Hello.
say good evening. Good evening to everybody on the net. I won't be sticking around, at least for part of the net there. And say hello to everybody. WBHGKV.
Okay, Chuck. That sounds good. Welcome to our net. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey Bravo 8. GKV. Okay, we have Whiskey Bravo 4. AIZ. Chuck in Florida. It looks like he is in and out. We have AIQ, or AI5Q, which is Juris in Oklahoma. Hello there, Juris. AI5Q, Juris.
Our line's not too bad. I'm listening to that as well. K5CFY is over there, so when you get to him, it's an answer. It's because he's still on that net. But I will be around for trivia and the rest of the net, so leave me on the list. This is AI5Q, back to net control.
Okay, Juris, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with AI5Q. We have KE8VKA, which is Josh. He's in and out. We have KE8YUK, which is Lucy. She is in and out. We have KE8HNK, which is Elmer. He's in and out. We have KA8MNT, which is Tom. He is in and out. KE8VQX, which is Joe. He is in and out. And N8 Whiskey Hotel Robert. Mike, he is in and out. Okay, let's see who else we have. We have AL8T, which is Nate, and he looks like he is not in and out. He's up in Kodiak. AL8T. Okay, we'll go ahead and leave Nate on the list and give him a holler. Let's see, I'm going to give Ray a call. Jura said he's still on the AA net. Let's go ahead. K5CFY. Hello, Ray. Okay, he's on the other net. Well, let's see about Josh. KE8YUG.
KE8QWE. Good hearing you tonight, Mike. This is KE8YUG. I'll be sticking around for the trivia. Looking forward to hearing from everybody. KE8YUG, back to net.
Okay, Josh, that sounds good. Welcome to our net and our trivia. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8YUG. Let's see what Fred is doing, which is Whiskey Alpha 8 KOC. Hello, Fred.
Hey, good evening, Mike. Sound good? Good to hear you. Thanks for taking my check-in. I'm going to have to pass to stick around. Going to have to get up pretty early in the morning. But do appreciate you acknowledging me being in here with you guys. I hope it's great net, great trivia, and you take good care of yourself, buddy, and we'll talk to you soon. 7-3 to you and everybody else in here. K8QWE, WA8KOC.
Okay, Fred, that sounds good. We'll get you marked in as in and out, and go ahead and have a great night. I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey Alpha 8 KOC. Let's go see about Gary. KE8. Looks like Whiskey Alpha. No. What is it? I can't even see the thing. Okay. KE8 Whiskey Alpha. Gary, hello. Okay, we got Gary. KE8 Whiskey Alpha. Gary. Okay, we'll go ahead and give Gary a shout. If he's there, he's there. If he's not, well, that's good too. Okay, let's see what Uncle Fred's doing. KE8QFT. Hello, Fred.
Hell, I hope you can hear me tonight. Doing okay. Well, I'm surprised all the in and out. That's the way it goes, I guess. In any event, I'll be here. K8QFT, back to net control.
Okay, Fred, welcome to the net, and go Browns. So go ahead and clear with K8QFT. Okay, let's see what Mark's up to. KG4SCK. Hello, Mark.
Hey, good evening, Mike. Yeah, I'll be sticking around for the net. KG4SCK.
Okay, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Okay, we went down through everybody we have on the list. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, Chris and Medina, and I'll be in and out listening.
Mark and Wellington, in and out.
AFIJB, the Alpha Foxtrot 5, Julia Bravo, Manitoba, what time?
This is Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, KI5, RFI, Mac in Springdale, coming in on Echolink.
Okay, I'll go ahead and run through who I have. I have KD2HCE. Chris said he is in and out. Chris, is that correct?
Roger. I'll be listening, though. KD2HCE.
Okay, Chris, that sounds good. Have a great night. Okay, I had somebody checking in by the name of Mark. We did not get a call sign.
Alpha Delta 8, India Oscar, AD8IO, Mark and Wellington, in and out, back to net.
Okay, that sounds good. Mark, thanks for checking in. We'll keep you on the list as in and out. Okay, let's go out to Texas. We have AI5JB. Hello.
Okay, correction, my call sign, that is Alpha Foxtrot 5, Julia Bravo, and I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'll clear that up there, but I'm doing okay. I had a good weekend, stayed in town, and of course I got my chores done and all the laundry and everything, and I got done with that, and I went out and to Dave Buster's, played some games there. Got done with that. Then I went to the Hard Rock there and ate there, and played one of the machines there, and then I went home and kind of hung around the house and went to bed. That's my Saturday night, and then I kind of took it easy. today, and fixing to go back home and give me a little power nap and start a whole new week. So that's kind of what's going on there. And look at the currently it's 44 degrees here in Tulsa, so I'll take that, especially for this time of year. Other than that, that's all I got. Good to hear everybody out there. Thanks for having me on. 73, and catch y'all next time out there. And this is the AFIJB, the Alpha Foxtrot 5 Julia Bravo, Matt, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Back to that control, and thanks once again. Catch y'all next time.
Okay, Matt, that sounds good. Yeah, we went and corrected your call sign. We had AI5JB, and it's obviously AF5JB. So, have a great night. Sounds like you've had a pretty good week. We'll talk to you next Sunday. I'm going to go here and clear with AF5JB, and we have Mac, which is KI5RFI. Hello, Mac.
Good evening, Net Control and everybody on the net tonight. It's a nice, cool night here in Arkansas. I will be hanging around for the trivia, so back to Net Control. Thank you.
Okay, Mac, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KI5RFI. I better ID this thing for the FCC comes knocking on the door. This is Kilo Echo Wake, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Repeater. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, along with alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Echo 8 Romeo Golf Zulu KE8 RGZ Bragg Congress in and out.
Okay, we picked up Brad, which is KE8 RGZ. He is in and out. So, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Kilo November Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Kilo November David Boynton Beach.
Okay, we picked up KO4 DKN, which is David in Boynton Beach. Hello.
Well, a good chilly Sunday night.
Okay, David, are you going to be here for the entire net, or are you in and out? Over.
I'll be sticking around for the net tonight.
Okay, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to clear with KO4 DKN. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Well, looks like it's a quiet night. So, now sometimes they're sometimes they start out quiet, and next thing you know, I have a whole slew of folks. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Alpha Lima 8 Tango ALAT. Looks like I missed you there with the radio. I'll be sticking around. I just figured I'd call you back and get the repeater going while you have some dead air.
Okay, and your call sign again is?
Alpha Lima 8 Tango ALAT Nate. I think you came back to me and I was too slow on the mic and you had some dead air, so I figured I'd recheck and let you know I'll be sticking around.
Okay, Nate, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Yep, you were number 16 on the list. Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with ALAT. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet. We'll be in and out, but we'll listen for the trivia.
KE5OFA. Be in and out.
Okay, looks like we picked up KE8YNJ. Hello, John.
Hey, good evening. How's everything? Figured we'd just check in and out here real quick, and I'll stick around and listen to the trivia, but I'll probably be asleep after that.
Okay, John, that sounds good. Yeah, it starts getting late around here, and then I'm the same way. I start falling asleep sitting here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8YNJ. It looks like we're going to have you as in and out also. We have KE5OFA from Oklahoma, which is Jeff. It looks like he is in and out too. So this is going to be a quiet night. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
W8WKY.
If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
KE5OFA. Kilo Echo 5 Oscar Foxtrot Alpha. Checking in and out.
Okay, we picked up KE5OFA. He is in and out, so if that's not the case, Jeff, please let me know. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE5OFA. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor, King Charles 8, Fox Queen Victor Mark.
Okay, we picked up KC8FQV. Hello, Mark.
Well, was busy yesterday, did 2 parties, a meeting. I slept today. So, KCFQV.
Well, Mark, it sounds like you've been busy. Hey, I'm sure you're going to be here for the entire net. Over.
Oh, yes, I will be if the pillow don't catch me. But, yep, KCFQV.
Okay, Mark, like always, welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC8FQV. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo 9, Kilos, November, K9, KJN, Hutchinson, Indiana, in and out, 73s.
Okay, could the last caller come with your call sign again? Well, no, it looks like our logger Eric did a fantastic job and got it. K9KJN. Hello, hey, are you going to be here for the entire net?
Roger that. I'll be here for the net listening in, but I'm just listening. No comments. K9, KJN, 73.
Okay, would you like us to put you on the list as in and out?
Roger that. Roger. K9, KJN, 73s.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll go ahead and put you on the list as in and out. Have a great night. Okay, K9, KJN, we're clear with him. I'm going to make one more call. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, it looks like my shift is pretty well done. I'd like to thank everybody. We had a very orderly process, and of course, Eric did a fantastic job of logging. So, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and ID this thing and pass it on over to Nick. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. At this point, I'd like to transfer control to Nick, KE8, QKO. Nick, it's all yours.
Thank you, Mike, and fine business on the pre-show. Good evening, and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is K8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The BeaconNet meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is direct-to-net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, sounds like Mike did a pretty good job on the pre-show, getting everybody checked in there. So first, we're going to go up and talk to our trivia master, K8VZA. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO, this is KE8VZA. Good to hear you there, Nick, at night. I am ready with the trivia question. I'll go through and read it, and then I will post it into the blue screen as well. Okay. During World War II, U.S. amateur radio operators were restricted to operating on which group of frequencies? A, MF, B, HF, C, VHF, or D, UHF. So let me drop it for a second. I'll read it again. Okay. During World War II, U.S. amateur radio operators were restricted to operating on which group of frequencies? A, MF, B, HF, C, VHF, or D, UHF. So there you have it, folks, and we'll turn it back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Another fine question. Okay, next we're going to go down to our alternate trivia master for the evening. That's KI5DAY. Alan, how you doing, sir? And do you have our alternate question for us?
KI5DAY, perfect timing there, Mr. Nick. I just had it typed into the screen. I mean, that was like spot on, perfect timing. So, yeah, good evening, everybody. This is KI5DAY, and here is tonight's alternate trivia question. Animals that lay eggs do not have which of the following? Is it A, belly buttons, B, kidneys, C, cerebral cortex, or D, an invitation to the Cornwaldo Bean family Christmas? Let me repeat that. Stand by.
W8WKY.
Sorry, I had to wait on the repeater. Again, tonight's alternate trivia question is as follows. Animals that lay eggs do not have which of the following? A, belly buttons, B, kidneys, C, cerebral cortex, or D, an invitation to the Cornwaldo Bean family Christmas. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you very much, Alan. Another fine alternate question for us tonight. All right, so here we are. This is KEQKO and the WWKY repeater. We've got both of our trivia questions read, and we're ready to start going to our list of check-ins from the pre-show and see what everybody's got to say. So the top of my list is going to be WBAGKV Ed. How you doing tonight, Ed? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
No real traffic I can think of. Trying to think. Let's get to trivia first. Why? think it was, let me see, my answer on the first, the primary question would probably be VHF. I think that was D, but not VHF, UHF, sorry, ultra high, I think was D. I don't know the answer, but that's my guess. And then on the secondary question, I might pick, Charlie for the secondary. And traffic, I'm not sure what traffic I have. I can't think about traffic today. Nothing much going on. At least the weather's wasn't too bad today, put it that way. And I was just saying good evening to everybody on the net there and say hello, and don't really have much traffic there. We'll turn it back to net control, WB8GKV.
All right, thank you, Ed. Got you down there for Delta and Charlie. Yeah, it seems kind of a slow weekend from all around. But that's the way it goes. That time of year where people are busy, tired, and doing other stuff. The next station we checked in with us was WB4AIZ Chuck, who was in and out. And we are now down to AIQ Jairus. How you doing tonight, Jairus? And what do you have for us this evening?
Well, good evening to all the Beacon netizens. Still mixed word there. I'm pretty sure he made that up because I don't think that's a real word, netizens. But net participants, we'll say good evening to everybody. Answer for the primary trivia question, I'm going to guess VHF. I think that was answer C, Charlie. Very high frequency. And as far as animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons, it wouldn't make sense for them to have belly buttons. But then again, I think Alan may have been hatched from an egg, and I don't know that he was born with a cerebral cortex, so it's kind of a toss-up on that one. Do I go with what I know about Alan, or do I go with what makes sense in my head? I think I'm going to go with A, don't have belly buttons. And we'll just all know that Alan doesn't have a cerebral cortex and move on down the list. I know it does it when I pick on him. So there you go, Alan. Food for thought. AI5Q back to net control.
All right, thank you, Jairus. You got down there for C and Alpha, Charlie and Alpha. Nick makes up a lot of words. That's what Nick does, and he talks about those made-up words sometimes, and that's how it goes. And as far as Alan's question goes, I think it was implied that all animals that lay eggs do not have which of the following, not some animals. So maybe Alan's missing 2 out of the 4. Anyway, thanks for checking in with us. And we're going to go through a list of in-and-out check-ins here that I've got. And that is K8BKA, K8YUK, K8HNK, K8MNT, K8VQX, N8WHR, and that takes us down to AL8T. Nate, how you doing, Nate? And what do you have for us this evening?
Hey, good evening to you and the rest of the net. Alpha Lima Tango returning. Not too much. Just enjoying some quiet in the 8 Tango household and taking some time to check on the net. I got to carve out some more time before the pre-show to hang out with Ray more. But yeah, not much going on. Just started raining here, so hopefully the weather stays above 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 centigrade, or else I'll find myself an ice skating rink in the morning on my way to work. So hoping for not that. But in terms of the trivia questions, let's see. For the primary, I'm going to go with Delta UHF. And for the secondary, I'm going to have to go with Delta again. And I have to respect my superior officer, the Colonel's wishes. Can't go against the Cornwall Bean family. With that, I'll send it back to control. You all have a great evening. Alpha Lima 8 Tango up in Kodiak.
All right, thank you, Nate. Got you down there for Delta and Delta, and yeah, you're right. You cannot go against the Cornwall W family, otherwise you might get Epstein. And next we'll go down to K5, CFY, Ray. How you doing, Ray? And what traffic do you have for us this evening? Kilo 5, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee. Ray, are you out there, and do you have traffic for the Beacon Net? Oh, well, perhaps Ray is still on the American Airlines net, and we'll hear back from him later. And we're going to go down now to K8YUG. Josh, how you doing, Josh? And what do you have for us this evening?
QKO, it's good to hear you today, Nick, and everybody else out there. This is K8YUG, and I'll start the trivia. For the first one, the main one, I'm going to go with CVHF, and for the alternate trivia, I'll go with A for the belly button one. So we'll see what goes on there. But yeah, we had a good weekend here. It was a nice weekend, and made Christmas cookies and ate some good food and everything. It was a real nice time. We had the rain, driving back wasn't the best, but made home safe and everything. But it was kind of crazy. I haven't driven and stuff like that in a while. I don't know. I don't drive as much in the dark, I guess, but it was fine. I still got to talk on the radio, so that was cool. And today we just got everything ready for the week, did chores and stuff, and yeah, I got one more week and I'll be off, so looking forward to that. But that's really all. Everybody have a good start to the week and everything coming up here, and look forward to talking to everybody on the barometer net and everything. So I'll say 73 and send it back to net. This is K8YUG.
All right, thank you, Josh. Yeah, it was a pretty, it's kind of a, we'll have to back the weekend, but a nice weekend nonetheless. Had similar events, spent time with, I moved around and did some stuff this weekend, and spent some time with my mom today, so I got to see lots of people and do lots of things, and got a little bit done around the house, and that's how it goes. We got you down there for Charlie and Alpha. Our next station, WA8KOC. Fred was in and out, and we are now down to K8WA. Gary. How you doing tonight, Gary? And what do you have for us this evening?
Good evening. Let's see. As far as trivia questions go, I say VHF was allowed for a while, I guess. And the alternate question, I'd say a belly button. So that's about where I'm at. Okay, K8WA.
W8WKY.
Gary, can you come back with your trivia answers one more time for me? I know that I heard you say belly button for the second one, but I heard you say the first one, but I didn't comprehend. It went in my head and didn't stay there. So if you don't mind, never mind, my net logger got you down there as Charlie and Alpha, so we got you. Thanks for checking in with us. Next, we're going to go down to K8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing tonight, Fred? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
Well, not much to say tonight. Hope you can hear me. I'd say trivia B and C. And how about them Browns? That's about it. Watching the Cowboys here. Someone down in Oklahoma likes to tell us Cowboys. Doing the number on Philadelphia, 24-6. K8QFT back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. Hang on. said your trivia answers were B and C, Bravo and Charlie. Is that correct?
Oh, that's affirmative. I never got an invitation to that Christmas party either. But back to net control.
Yeah, Fred, I didn't either. It might just be an Oklahoma thing. But, yeah. Well, have fun watching those the Dallas Cowboys. Honestly, the best part I think about watching the Dallas Cowboys is the cheerleaders. But that's the way it goes. Next, we're going to go down to KG4 SCK. Mark, how you doing tonight, Mark? And what do you have for us?
Hey, good evening, Just Nick and everyone. Well, I was just watching the cheerleaders over there. Caught me off guard. Not much tonight. Let me get to the answers. I'm going to go against the grain and say Alpha for the first question. I really don't know. And I'll go with Delta for the second question. KG4SDK, back to net.
All right, Mark, thank you. I think you said Alpha and Delta. That's correct?
That's correct, Just Nick. Alpha and Delta.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, it's one of those nights where my mind's not moving as fast as it probably should, so that's why I keep having to come back and repeat them and verify them. That's how it goes on some weekends. All right, we have 3 more in and out stations. We have KD2HCE, 88IO, KF5JB. That takes us down to KI5RFI. Mac, how you doing tonight, Mac? And what do you have for us this evening?
Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. Greetings from beautiful northwest Arkansas, where it's nasty cold outside tonight. I'm going to go on the trivia questions with VHF on the first one and critters with no belly buttons on the second one there. And that's my story. Back to net control. It's KI5RFI.
All right, thank you, Mac. Got you down there for Charlie and Alpha, and I should probably identify. This is K8QK on the WWKY repeater, going through our list of check-ins from the Beacon Net. We have one in and out station next, which is K8RGZ, and we are now down to KO4DKN. David, how you doing tonight, David? And what do you have for us?
Hey, Nick and those on the net tonight. Good evening. Yeah, I didn't get an invitation either. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's the mail system. Anyway, hello to Uncle Fred and the rest of the Beaconers tonight. Hey, let's not forget the Dolphins are playing tomorrow night. Should be a really good game. Well, let's move on to the trivia. A really tricky one. Boy, they went way back in the Encyclopedia Britannica for this one. Now, I was around World War II, so I remember, and I'm going to go with D for the first trivia question, and for the second one, not really sure about those little critters, but I'm thinking A for the second one. Everybody have a wonderful work, and we'll catch you Wednesday night. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, David. Thanks for getting in with us there. After you, we had 2 more in and out stations, which is KE8YNJ and KE5OFA. That takes us down to KC8FQV. Mark, how you doing tonight, Mark? And what do you have for us this evening?
All right, well, the main trivia, I'm going to say C, I think it was. VHF. And on the alternative, you know, I'm going to say A. Well, I didn't really understand that question. I'm going to just say D. I'm going to throw D as a answer. It'll be an interesting one. So, yeah, I did a lot of parties yesterday that was all over the place. But worked out. I didn't know if it would, but it did. Worked out Thursday for the Silvercreek party. It worked out. I was just worried about being able to get to them all, but I did. I didn't get the Lyra group party. And I was going to come over to the Norse group. And I was not there. But we'll send it back to net, KC8FQV.
All right, thank you, Mike. Got you down there for Charlie and Delta. And glad you're able to get out to all those Christmas parties. That's a lot of running around, but glad you're able to make it. Our next station here was K9KJN. That was in and out. And we are now down to the KI5 DAY Allen. What do you have for us tonight, sir?
KI5DAY in the net. I got Spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle for you tonight. That's what I got. Hi. I had another song stuck in my head earlier tonight. It was killing me. It was a sing-along song when I was a kid, Follow the Bouncing Ball kind of deal. That song, Shine Little Glowworm Glimmer. Oh, my goodness. That was almost as terrible as hearing that song as having to square dance, which was like a complete mental breakdown for me as a kid. We used to have to square dance. We were forced to. There was no getting out of it. And, boy, you talk about some mental torture. No offense if Charles is listening, K5OUG. He's one of those square dancers, and I guess he's pretty good at it. Him and his wife, Janine, they like to square dance. But, yeah, it was not my thing. I think I would have rather had taken a beating and, I don't know, licked a salt tablet half the day or something, But anyways, man, it's been a busy weekend. I had a lot going on. It was a good weekend, a lot of fun. Did a singles class dinner Friday night, and my buddy Brad and I, we sung a couple Christmas songs together as I strummed my guitar. Let me let this drop. And then we had an American Airlines Amateur Radio Club meeting yesterday, and that was rather productive and fun. And we had some door prizes. There was 4 door prizes given away. I had a couple that I brought, and I had one donated to me from Greg and his wife, Judy, and then Mr. Ossie, our new guy, he brought one. So it was pretty cool. We had a good time with that, and I ran over to the BFW Post after that and had Christmas dinner. And then I went to church this morning, and then I went to lunch with some friends of mine to go to my church from American Airlines, went to my sister's and played with the Yorkie Terriers. And now I'm over here drinking eggnog and playing on the Beacon Bacon net. So, yeah, what a good time we're having. Anyways, all is good. I'll shoot it back to you. Enjoying the net as always. KI5DAY, back to net.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Alan. Did we get your answer for the primary question?
No, you can't have that. No, primary. I don't know for sure, but it seems like, if I'm thinking correctly, that would have had to have been UHF, but I don't know. If that's totally off whack, I wouldn't be surprised, but that sounds logical. As far as mine, I'm going to go with D on my own trivia question, since it has to do with the Cornwaldo beans, just so I can say Cornwaldo bean. KI5DAY, back to that.
All right, thank you, sir. Thanks for all you do with your alternate questions as well. We're going to go down to KE8MMY. Chris, how you doing tonight, Chris? And what do you have for us this evening?
KE8MMY. I had a pretty good weekend just staying around the house and getting some things done. I got some good inspiration from my buddy Josh, YUG, for some Chinese food, and it took me 2 days to find a good place, but I have a whole kitchen full of Chinese food right now, so I am fat and happy, which means that I'm also tired, and it makes me wonder if being because I'm tired or because of the late hour or because of all of the repeaters that have to identify while we're doing this and the noise that it puts in there. But just about this time, I want to curl up in the living room in the fetal position and pull a blanket over and listen to the radio and drift off to sleep. But I will give my answers before I do so. The military question, I'm going to go with D, UHF, just because it won't reach into the theater of operations. And the belly button, I think I will go with none of the creatures that lay eggs or Adam and Eve would have a belly button. So I'll go with the belly button answer. So KE8MMY, and a shout out to Mark SDK. I always give you a shout as 16 ton, but I never hear a response back. So KE8MMY, you have a great evening.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Delta and Alpha, and enjoy that Chinese food. Okay, this is K8QKO, the WWKY repeater, going through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. And we are down to our last current check-in, and that is W2JLS. John. How you doing tonight, John? And what do you have for us this evening?
KE8QKO, just Nick. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Nick at night. I got to get my Nicks straight here. Yeah, good evening to you, sir. Good evening on your ears, and everyone up there listening on the Beacon Net tonight. Let's see. This weekend has been kind of cool. It's been a kind of a busy, cool week. I did do the club Christmas party, and it was fun catching up with folks there. A lot of folks out there, and really good to see people and enjoy their company. This weekend was crazy. I mean, it was like 56, 58 degrees yesterday, and I managed to. I mowed the lawn. Some of the grass was tall enough to mow, but more than that, I was kind of vacuuming up leaves with my lawnmower, kind of clearing a side of the yard where I've got some late leaves falling from an old pin oak over there. I hope I dropped that long enough that things reset. My apologies if I screwed that up. What else? I was messing around today on 10 meters. There was a contest going on, and I don't get into contests for winning or competing. It's more just exploring the fact that there are so many operators on the air. So I was playing around on 10 meters, and I made my furthest west contact. It was out in Maui, Hawaii. I may have hit Hawaii once before, but I've never been further west than that. Go figure. But yeah, lots of contacts, a lot of folks in that contest today. So if you're on 10 meters, it was clear, and lots of radio operators today. Anyway, for the trivia, let me drop, and I'll try to leave enough time to reset here. Yeah, the trivia question. The first question, the answer is I don't know, but I like I think the caller before me or the one before him acknowledged that the UHF would be convenient for hitting the theater of operation, which kind of makes sense to me. I guess it could be C or D, that being said, and I don't know, if I'm honest, I'm not sure off the top of my head what MF even is. HF just seems far too broad to be the answer. So I'll go with choice D for that. And then, unless I'm missing something, the only answer that made sense on the alternate tonight was the belly button. Unless I'm missing something. W2JLS, back to you, sir. Thanks for having me tonight.
All right, thank you, John. Got you down there for Delta and Alpha. All right, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater. We are back at the bottom of our list of check-ins. So we're going to open it up here to see if there's anybody else that would like to check into the Beacon Net. If If you do, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name and location.
Kilo Delta 8, Romeo Charlie Papa, KD8 RCP. Name is Ross. I am in, I think, Jackson Township.
All right, we have one check in there, KD8 RCP Rob. All right, sir, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Yeah, it's Ross, R-O-S-S, Romeo Oscar Sierra Sierra. I don't really have much tonight. I just dropped off a delivery, taking a break, and just wanted to check in. I didn't think I'd be able to pick you guys up this far out on my handheld, but it sounds good. So, yeah, just wanted to say hi to everybody. And the last guy, Nick, I got out and mowed my lawn this weekend, too. I didn't think I'd be doing that in December, but here we are. So, I'm going to be in and out the rest of the night. I don't know if you guys are doing anything else, but good night to everybody, and take care. KD8 RCP.
All right, thank you, Ross. Hey, did you happen to hear our trivia questions this evening or no?
I did not, but I'll take a guess. Let's say you got two questions, A and B.
All right, thank you. Those are actually some possibly good guesses. We'll go with Alpha and Bravo. Thanks for getting in with us there. It's good to hear you, and if you hear us out there, hop.com and come in the net. We're always happy to hear you. And that was Kilo Delta 8, Romeo Charlie Papa, Ross. Oh, okay, was it Kilo Echo 8? Yeah, Kilo Echo 8, Romeo Charlie Papa. I guess I got that wrong. And it was corrected over that logger. Thank you, Ross. And this is KEQKO and the WWKY repeater. Do we have an additional check into the beacon net? Please call now.
KE5OFA, Kilo Echo 5, Oscar Foxtrot Alpha. This is Jeff in Inola, Oklahoma.
All right, Kilo Echo 5, Oscar Foxtrot Alpha. Jeff, go ahead and take it away, sir.
Nothing to report here. Just wanted to check in. I talked to Alan about this net for some time, and I just haven't gotten around to getting on it. So, yeah, here we are. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Hey, we do trivia on this net. I don't know if you happen to hear them or if you want to try to give an answer out.
No, I missed the trivia, but it's very, very informative. That's very, very good. Thanks for putting that on. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right. Well, you know what? If you want, we can reread the questions. We haven't done that yet tonight, so it's not a problem really to do that. So if you want to hear the questions and answer them, I can do that.
Good night. We'll see you next Sunday.
Copy that, sir. 73, and we'll look forward to hearing you Sunday. We also do this on Wednesday night if you're up and around at that time as well. Okay, so this is KEQKO and the WWKY repeater. Let's go up and talk to our net control stations. We're going to go up and talk to, see if he's still around, KE8QWE Mike. And if he's still around, get his comments and his trivia answers. Mike, take it away.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still awake, which is kind of surprising, but I did take a nap. I've had a pretty quiet day. I'm finally starting to really, truly get over this crap I've had. If I get rid of the cough, I will be good. Other than that, I haven't been up to a whole lot. Trivia. You know, I keep thinking about this one. I know that in World War II, AHF was king, and I'm sure that the lower frequency stuff was used. And I keep thinking, well, I know they had VHF. I know they had a lot of VHF equipment with their planes in World War II. Not sure about UHF, so I'm going to go with D, UHF, and the alternate I'm going to go with A. That sounds like just about as good an answer as any. So with that being said, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great night. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8, QKO. See you, folks.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Got you on there for Delta and Alpha. Yeah, I don't know if your ears were burning or not on Saturday, but the wife and I were pretty well almost driving by your house, and I was like, hey, Mike lives down here somewhere. And, so that's how that went. But anyway, 73, sir, and we will now go down to KE8 VZA. Eric, how you doing tonight, Eric? And what traffic do you have for us?
KE8 QKO in the group. This is KE8 VZA. Doing real well, Nick. Hope you are too. Good to hear everybody tonight. Trivia. Well, I'm going to abstain from the main question, but I'm going to go with Alpha, the belly button answer for the alternate trivia question. Don't really know. Just a guess. Seems more likely maybe than the others. Let's see. What did we do? Thursday, I also attended the Sarah Christmas party. I had the privilege of sitting next to John. I had good conversations with him and the group at our table there, and others as I walked around later. It was very good. Food was great. NAWB did a little magic show and showed us a few of his tricks. It was pretty cool. Later, after that, I drove by the Griswold Christmas house, complete with Cousin Eddie's RV, and Cousin Eddie standing there dumping whatever out of a hose. That was pretty cool. It was right down the street from where the party was. Got my Christmas lights up on the outside of our house Friday, and I managed to pull my lower back as I was putting the ladder away. So ibuprofen and some rest, and I'm doing a lot better now. Watched the Browns game today. It was a pretty good game. So we'll leave it there. I won't mention the score because somebody on the blue screen didn't want to hear it. But anyway, that's all I have, Nick. We'll turn it back to you. This is KE8 VZA, back to net control.
All right, Eric. Thanks for all that, and glad you had fun at the Christmas party. And I'll say congratulations on getting your Christmas lights up. Yeah, we're not fully decorated for Christmas yet. I got to finish some of that stuff up, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, next we're going to go down and check in with, see if he's out there listening. AB8MO. Andy, are you out there? Do you have traffic for us tonight? All right, I think he's looking like he's probably in and out, so we'll go ahead and leave him there. I didn't hear back from him. And next we're going to check with KD8 SLG, see if just Nick is out there listening. Nick, if you are, go ahead and take it away. All right, nothing heard there. Seems like a quiet night on the Beacon Net. And we'll try with one more station here, KD8 EPC. If you're out there and you want to comment, Dustin, go ahead and toss them to us.
This is WYFD. Hey, copy?
All right, nothing heard from Dustin there, but there was another station that tried to get in with us, and they're very quiet. So last caller, if you could try to speak up and retransmit your call, son, I'd appreciate it.
This is W488, Whiskey 4 in Papa Delta.
W8WKY repeater PL1 14.8.
All right, I got Whiskey 4 India. Can you come back again? All right, last station, Whiskey 4 India station. This is K8QKO on the Beacon Net. Can you come back with the rest of your call sign, please?
Sign is Whiskey 4 India Papa Delta. Whiskey 4 India Papa Delta. QSL.
I copy Whiskey 4 India Alpha Delta.
Call sign is Whiskey 4 India Papa Delta. India Papa Delta.
All right, I stand corrected. Whiskey 4 India Papa Delta. Thank you, Dirk. And do you have traffic for the Beacon Net this evening?
Connection to the Warner Breaker net?
All right. Yeah, we are connected to. Well, I know we're connected to. Let me get the node here. 49562, which I think is the one you might be connected to with the Border Breaker net. We're also connected to the Dewdrop In, and we're connected to various other nets throughout the spider web that is Allstar. So you might be picking us up somewhere else, but this is K8QKO on the W8WKY repeater here in Doylestown, Ohio. We run a net every Sunday and Wednesday night, and all these nodes get connected in with us during the net. So you're welcome to check in with us if you want, or if you want to pass comments or traffic along, you're welcome to take that as well. But yeah, we run a net every Sunday and Wednesday night from at 10 p.m. until we're running out of check-ins. So I'll pass it back to you, sir. This is K8QKO.
W8WKY.
But I was checking in on Echolink, and then somebody gave me this particular XYL room, and I just wanted to try it out, and didn't know you guys were running a net, but I appreciate the information. I'll be checking in on some of the other nets throughout the week. 73, so thank you much. W4 Group back to net control.
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Golf Zulu checking in.
All right, copy that. Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Golf Zulu. Go ahead and take it away, sir. Oh, and I'll say 73 to W4 IPD.
Yeah, 73. W4 IPD.
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Golf Zulu. Just checking in. I've been listening to you all for a little bit. I just turned the net on a few minutes ago, so I'm just checking in for today. So Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Golf Zulu clear.
All right, Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Golf Zulu. Thanks for checking in with us there. It's good to hear you out there. Glad you're able to listen to us for a little bit. And, all right, identify real quick. So we got a bunch of people hopping on here and hearing us. So we're going to say this is K8QKO with a W8WKY repeater and running the Beacon Net tonight. So, do we have any additional check-ins for the Beacon Net? Please call now.
X-Ray India. November 5, Mike X-Ray India, David in Corpus Christi, Texas. In and out, please.
All right, thank you, Mike. November 5, Mike X-Ray India. Checked in there, in and out. Do we have any additional check-ins for the Beacon Net? Please call now.
Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5RBG, Shannon in Tulsa.
Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee, Robert and Jake.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu India November, Joe in Willowick, Ohio.
All right, now that it's starting to pick up some steam, I got KC5, Real Big Gun, Shannon. I have VK2DY. Robert, I have KE8, ZIN, Joe. Are there any additional check-ins for the Beacon Net? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go up and talk to Shannon, KC5, Real Big Guns. Take it away, sir.
Hello there. Good night. Hope everyone's having a great night, a great day, great weekend, and ready to start today in full force tomorrow. I've been really sleepy. I got a new puppy, and it's an Australian Shepherd Blue Heeler mix, about half and half. And of course, my other dog Flash, he's a rat terrier mix, a rat terrier and some sort of hound. And the little, gosh, she woke me up at 6 o'clock this morning, telling me she was ready to go outside. I'm glad she did, though. You know, I took her out. She went, and so did Flash, and it was all good. Right now we're working on bite control. She likes to bite a little bit too hard. So I've been trying to stick anything that for her to chew in her mouth. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, she's adorable, and been having a lot of fun with her. She's not that cuddly though, but then again, she's a work dog, so she probably won't be all that cuddly. She will be protective though. I'm gonna really laugh my rear end off when she actually gets bigger than Flash, because right now he's really picking on her, and you know, when she gets bigger than him, I think she's gonna have something to say about that. So it should be interesting. Well, I've been napping on and off today. Been sleeping for about 30 minutes at a time, and then letting them out to do their thing and back in. At first she was really good potty training, but now she's kind of slipped up a little bit. But trying to get her back on the right track, and you know, she has no problem following me to the door or going outside or anything like that, so that's good. But wonderful addition to the family. I'm glad I got her. She was free though too, so that makes it even better. Let this reset. KC5 I got her from, he was didn't have them in a very good living condition. They were living outside in front of this kind of like abandoned trailer. Had a little small fenced-in area that was where they were, and they were living underneath this metal drawer toolbox that was outside, and they were sleeping under that. I don't even know how they did it, but the mother had 11 puppies, so I don't know how they all fit under there. But it was horrible conditions, and little puppies shouldn't be, given those extreme conditions. But, alrighty, I'll let you get back down to it. Good hearing the net today, and maybe I can stay up a little bit later tonight. I've been, like I said, off and on because right now I'm on puppy schedule, so whenever she's ready, I have to be. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless. And 73, back to net control.
All right, 73, Shannon. We'll get your answer down there in the great state of Oklahoma. And I'll say this, working dogs can be very cuddly as well. I used to have a German Shepherd. I ended up getting her for free as well, but she was, that dog was the best dog I ever had. I loved her, and she would be super cuddly and super snuggly as long as you were me. If you were anybody else, well, she'd eat you. But as long as you were me, she was super snuggly and cuddly. And so maybe you'll have that opportunity. But good luck with that puppy. Sounds like you have a really good dog and for quite a while, and it's good to have it. All right, so next we're going to have to VK2DY. Robert, how you doing tonight, Robert? And what do you have for us this evening?
W8WKY.
Good evening to you. Good afternoon from here. This is Robert, Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee in northwestern Sydney. 2:54 p.m. Monday afternoon, the Australian Eastern Daylight Time. It is sunny and light breeze and 32 degrees Celsius, about 90 Fahrenheit. So a rather warm early summer day here, although we had 110 Fahrenheit over the weekend, so I guess this is cooler than that. Anyway, other than that, we're talking about going into the central business district of Sydney tonight to take a look at the Christmas lights. They have a large Christmas tree in Martin Place. St. Mary's Cathedral has a large Christmas decoration all around it, and they have carolers and stuff. And so I just thinking about going down and checking out all the Christmas activities today, but maybe we'll wait for a cooler evening to do that. Other than that, I think you finished the trivia, I take it, or have you not finished the trivia? I missed most of the net, VK2DY.
Yeah, no problem, Robert. We did not finish the trivia yet, so we're going to go back and get those questions read again. Let's go up and talk to Eric. Let's go up and talk to Eric and get the primary question read for us. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. We'll reread the main trivia question. Here we go. During World War II, U.S. amateur radio operators were restricted to operating on which group of frequencies? Your choices are A, MF, B, HF, C, VHF, or D, UHF. I'll take a quick pause here. We'll read it a second time. Okay, one more time. During World War II, U.S. amateur radio operators were restricted to operating on which group of frequencies? A, MF, B, HF, VHF, and D UHF. And there you have it, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Oh, I should identify real quick. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater going through our check-ins to the BeaconNet. And next we're going to go down to KF5DIY. Alan, get the alternate question read for us. Alan, take it away. KI5DAY. Alan, do you want to reread the alternate question for us?
Yeah, I will. I'm sorry about that, Nick. I'll try this microphone. I'm over here talking away on my ham shack radio that is not even powered. It's not even powered up. And I was talking about how tired I was tonight for some reason. My allergies are flaring a little bit, but I'm on the right radio now, I guess. So let me let this drop, and I'll read the alternate question. All right, sorry about that. Tonight's alternate trivia question is, animals that lay eggs do not have which of the following? A, belly buttons, B, kidneys, C, cerebral cortex, or D, an invitation to the Cornwaldo bean family Christmas. One more time. Animals that lay eggs do not have which of the following? A, belly buttons, B, kidneys, C, cerebral cortex, D, an invitation to the Cornwaldo bean family Christmas. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan, for the fine question. Let's go back out to VK2DY. Robert, get these answers for the trivia this evening. Robert, take it away.
Good afternoon again, VK2DY. I wasn't aware that they could operate anything. I don't think they could here in Australia anyway. But the only one that would make sense to me, perhaps, would be UHF. I guess that would be the safest one to allow operation. So I'm going to guess D, Delta for that. And for the second one, Alpha. VK2DY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Robert. Gosh, so there was Delta and Alpha. Yeah, there were some concessions that were made during World War II that allowed operators to continue operating in limited capacities. And so that's it. That's all I'm going to go into since I kind of know the answer to the trivia question. And I'm not going to spoil the thunder on that one. Anyway, next we're going to go down to K8ZIN, Joseph, and see what his comments are for the net. So, Joseph, take it away.
Good evening, everybody on the net. This is K8ZIN. Willow. It's been a nice, cool, rainy day here. The answers I have for the trivia, I can't remember which letters they were, but it was, the belly button sounds like it would be those. But at the same time, I don't know if any of them are actually going to be invited to a Christmas party. So I'm going to go with D on that one. And the other one with the frequencies, I'm going to say UHF because MF and HF would be too obvious. And yeah, I'm going to go with D on that one again. Also, UHF. K8JN, back to net.
All right, thank you, Joseph. We got you down there as Delta and Delta. Okay, this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater we've gone through all our list of check-ins. We're going to open up here one more time to see if we have any more check-ins before we go and get our trivia answers read for us. So if you'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Delta 9, Zulu return, and it's Joey.
All right. Go ahead, Joe, with your recheck.
I go with Alpha and Delta on that question you have there.
All right, so Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Golf Zulu Joel. You're going to go with Alpha and Delta for your trivia question. Thanks for getting with us there. Are there any additional check-ins for the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So we're actually going to go up and talk to our trivia masters to get our answers. I didn't get mine in there, so I'm going to go ahead and throw mine in there as Charlie and Alpha. And then we're going to go up to K8 VZA Eric and get our primary question and answer read for us. So Eric, take it away.
KE8 QKO in the group. This is KE8 VZA with the answer to the trivia question. So during World War II, U.S. ham radio operators were limited, let me scroll over here, to operating on VHF. So let me back up here. Wartime amateur activity in the United States was halted after the Pearl Harbor attack in 1941, although VHF operations on 112 megahertz was allowed by those hams operating under the auspices of the War Emergency Radio Service. And just another footnote here, while there were 60,000 hams at the time of World War II, an estimated 25,000 of those operators were serving in the armed forces. So the answer was C, VHF, and it was specifically 112 megahertz, and you had to be a part of the War Emergency Radio Service. So there is your main trivia answer. This is KE8 VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you for our fine question there, Eric. Next, we're going to go over and talk to KF5DAY to get our alternate question and answer read for us. So Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY on the right radio this time. I'm not talking into a dead mic. But yeah, great net as always, guys. Always enjoyed the BeaconNet. Glad to be home again tonight, by the way. And I'm off next Sunday night. I managed to get another one off. I used my last day at a time vacation tonight, and then I got a comp day that I put in for next Sunday and got it. So, woo-ha, and all that. So let me let this drop, and I'll read the answer to tonight's trivia question. Here we go. Animals that lay eggs do not have which of the following? A, belly buttons. B, kidneys. C, cerebral cortex. Or D, an invitation to the Cornwall bean family Christmas. The correct answer technically is A, because belly buttons are formed when your umbilical cord is cut, so that only happens in mammals. Therefore, egg-laying animals such as birds, reptiles, and fish do not have belly buttons. So if you picked A, you are correct. And if you picked D, you're also correct, because the Cornwall family being the Cornwall being family Christmas, they don't invite their egg-laying animals into the house. However, the Cornwall bean family dogs do get invited, and they get to get the droppings from the table. So with that, either A or D would have been acceptable. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. You know, I'm not sure that D was actually acceptable because not all mammals got invited to that party. I know there were a number of people here on the net that mentioned that they did not get an invite to that party. So that would imply to me that since not all mammals can be invited, that wouldn't be a valid question for that either. So I don't know, just a thought there. But thanks for the fine question. All right, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater. We've got all of our check-ins. We've got all of our check-ins. We've talked to our net control stations. We've got our trivia answers read for us. And we're going to open it up one last time, the arbitrary one last time after the trivia answers have been read for any additional check-ins or rechecks. So, if you'd like to check in or recheck, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Oscar, Virginia, name is Pete, location, Orlando, Florida.
All right, I have KG4OHI. Wait, is that right? I thought you said your name was Pete. Can you go back with your call sign again, please?
Kilo, Delta, 4, Oscar, Victor, India, over.
I copied Kilo Delta 4 Oscar Whiskey India. Is that correct?
Victor. V is in Victor, over.
All right, gotcha. Kilo Delta 4 Oscar Victor India.
That's correct, over.
All right, sir. We got you in there. Got you in, Pete. And we'll get your preferred name down as Pete, and then go over your traffic.
I'm just checking in from Florida, Orlando. Another about 30 miles north of Orlando. And we just got through a little bit of shower. We just got a little bit of shower about an hour ago. And we need all the water we can get to give you capacity we can do, over.
All right, copy that, sir. Thanks for getting in with us there. It's good to hear you out there. It's always good to get new check-ins in the BeaconNet. And thanks for checking in. Again, we meet every Sunday and Wednesday night, so you're welcome to join us anytime you want. I will say one thing. Your transmission was a little on the quiet side, so I had to turn my radio up a bit to catch all of it and make sure I picked it out, just as an FYI moving forward. But otherwise, you're fully readable. Okay, and that means we're at the end of our net, and I am going to read this little statement that I have at the end of every net. On behalf of, actually, I'm going to break for time and then read it. All right, there we go. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8QWE, AV8MO, K8VZA, K8SLG, K8EPC, K8BKA, and K8YUK, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us again on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WWKY-R. You're welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also in the WWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use of this time, 73 all.
W8WKY. W8WKY.
Okay, here's an LMO out of a TRW, or it's a TRW LMO out of an SB400 transmitter. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to explain to you how to clean these tab washers and what happens. It causes stiff tuning and quite often limited tuning of the LMO. What happens is it's got 6 tab washers that, let me get it around here. You can't really see them all that much, but if you had the LMO out yourself, you'd see them. There's one it's fixed to the front collar, and there's 5 other ones that rotate freely. And what they do is sometimes is over age and the time that corrosion will build up in between these washers and cause them to stick together. And what that happens is that it rotates and you can only get so far, or this tuning is real stiff. Now it could be stiff tuning, could also be because somebody who put the LMO tuning knob shaft too much pressure on the inner routing of the main circular dial, and that's wrong. But it can also be caused by corrosion and dirt buildup in these tabs between these tab washers. And there's 6 of them. Like I said, 1 connected to the front and 5 rotate freely. So what you want to do is you want to remove the LMO out of the radio. Some people say, well, I can do it without doing that, just for taking the top cover off. I don't recommend that. I recommend taking the LMO out. And you remove the top and the bottom L bracket cover, L cover. And then turn it upside down. You can go upside down like that, because the tube points to the bottom. I'll leave the tube shield on. And then you take some contact cleaner and a cotton swab, and I use D5, and I wet the swab with contact cleaner. Then I take the wet contact swab and I press on it just like that, and then I do it in a couple of different places along around the tabs, and let it sit for about 5 minutes, maybe 10. It depends on what you got other things to do. Now, once you get it to the point where it's about 5-10 minutes, then there's a slot on the front of the shaft that you can put a thin blade screwdriver into it, and you apply gentle rotation pressure, torque to the shaft, and it should start to free up those tabs, and they should start to move around pretty freely. And once you get that, you rotate the entire shaft throughout its entire range until it comes to a stop in one direction. And there it is, it's come to a stop, and you'll notice that all the tabs are come up in line with each other. Then you just repeat that same process and going in the opposite direction, and then until it gets to the point where the tabs come in line with each other and it comes to a stop. There we go. And you do that 3 or 4 times. Then once you get done, you take the canned air, which is right here, and if you got an air compressor in your shack, then you can use air compressor. But this is dry air, and I use this because you can buy it at Walmart in their TV and DVD section. And you take with the shaft, the LMO shaft up, pointing down, and you point it, you spray it across there, move it around, and then repeat the process 3 or 4 times until you get all the contact cleaner out. Now, once you get that done, you take another clean cotton swab and you wet the other end of the cotton swab with the lightweight lubricant oil. Sewing machine oil is fine. And I've used WD-40, which works just fine. Just enough on here. You don't need to wet this thing to where it's soaking and dripping off. Just enough that when you press this on here, in the same manner at which you pressed on for the contact cleaner, you press it onto the tabs. Excuse me, and then you let it sit for about 5 minutes, and allowing that lubricant to soak down in between the tabs, and rotate the shaft throughout its rotation 3 or 4 times, and that moves gets the lubricant to go down in between the tabs completely. And then it lubricates them, and then you should feel a real free rotation in the shaft. It should not bind it anyway, and you should never have to. And I've never come across any of these worm gears on the TRW LMOs where you had to get rid of the grease because it's dried up and it's flaking all over the place. This one, in fact, is still nice and soft and providing the lubrication. So I recommend you don't have to do that. You don't need to re-lube that. You don't have to do anything with these ball bearings either. So now that this thing is all nice and lubricant, it should work just fine. You just put the covers back on, put it back inside the radio, connect it back up, and realign the LMO. Use the manual to do that, and you're in business.
W8WKY. W8WKY repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY W8WKY.